Well, I'm sitting here with me dear old dad and we're going through some family photos, trying to get some ideas for some new recipes. Well, Dad come up with the best idea of all. Why don't you go back to Greece and get inspired by the family? I reckon that's great because Greece is the grouse. Hang on to your forks, folks. Lick your lips and whet your appetites because tonight we're going into the kitchens of the Greek gods. Now, this is a chef's paradise. I'll share my secrets to a great souvlaki. Oh, the smell. Risk my life for a spoonful of heavenly honey. Don't get too close, otherwise I'll eat you alive. And track down a chef who's devoted to dessert. Okay, good. Because I'm on a mission. I'll arrive in Athens, cruise down to Kalamata, shock everybody in Santorini, and finish on the Isle of Crete. Aristos, you've done it again, boy. It's the ultimate guide to Greek food you can cook at home. Oh, fantastic. And there's an ultimate surprise, a family reunion. So hold those tissues. This is a huge day for my dad. He hasn't been well, the poor fellow. And deep down, we all know he'll probably never ever get back to Greece again. See you, Dad. So it looks like I'm the only link to the mother country. And there may be oceans between us now, but some good Greek food is about to bring everybody together. It was my ancestors, the ancient Greeks, who invented the word chaos. And when I rolled into Athens, I reckon I figured out why. Come on, I'm hungry. Now, lucky for me, the Greeks also invented eating out. So even in traffic, you're never far from a snack. Souvlaki, it's the hamburger of Athens. It's Greece's contribution to fast food. But that's not all we have to offer. So save some room for some moussaka, dolmades, taramosalata, and come with me on a gastronomic journey through Greece. The Greeks have been perfecting their food for 3,500 years. And they'll still tell you that fresh is best, which is why the old-fashioned food market not only survives, it thrives. Here we've got some pickled cauliflower. Very nice. Great on the top of salads. Now look at this. We've got olives. We got olives, all right. This is Petro. Oh my God. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's got to drink wine first before he sells.
Ah, yes.
So he reckons this one's better. Where's that from?
Trikala.
Trikala. Get a kilo, please. Yeah. Give me a croissant.
Very good.
Oh, very creamy. Magnificent. This is the grouse. Yogurt is a staple of the Greek diet. And I'm going to show you a simple little dish you can make with it later. But for now, taste the holy trinity of the kitchen. Bread, olives and wine. And make it the traditional Greek wine. Retsina. Ah, beautiful. Nothing better than a little glass of Retsina and a strawberry at 9 a.m. Like the people, the food in Greece is unique. Nothing pretentious. What you see is what you get, with a few simple ingredients and a lot of love. We sure know how to cook.
Aristos, you are the crocodile.
Hey, he stopped my catch cry. Well, when all that haggling eventually had me haggard, I looked to the past for a bit of inspiration. Just over 100 years ago, the Olympic Games were held here in the Panathinaikon Stadium. But of course, the Greek connection with the Olympics goes back long, long before that to the 9th century BC. You may be asking yourself the question, why am I wearing this olive wreath? Well, in the ancient Olympics, the winners would not receive gold medals. They'd get one of these and a nice big slice of ravani, which is almond syrup cake. And it's still a classic. in 2004, Athens will host the Olympic Games again. In the meantime, there's another big event to look forward to: dinner. Dinner in the Plaka, or Old Town, it's an Athenian tradition. And the ancient sport is sidestepping those fast-talking restaurant spookers.
Good evening.
Hello, how you going?
Coffee, juice, drinks. What to eat, to drink?
Seafood, traditional Greek food, very nice, delicious. Yeah. What do you like, you come.
Very special. The best in town.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Very nice place. Family restaurant. Cocodour, sir. Excuse me.
Can I say the cocodoodle?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Cocodour,
we'll take
yes.
the table.
The Greek taverna is like an extension of the family dining room. Relaxed, yet lively. Now, this is the traditional way of ordering. Like I've said before, what you see is what you get. Now, what do I like? I like the moussaka, the lamb. You know what? I'll take the lot. A classic Greek salad, stuffed eggplant, and seafood so fresh you can still smell the ocean. But maybe, just maybe, I over-ordered a little and I haven't even started cooking yet. My dad's family come from the island of Crete, and I'll be cooking up a mouth-watering feast for them later in my journey. But this little place I'm travelling to also has family ties, on my mother's side. Well, this is Kalimnos, this wonderful island that I've heard so much about, and the emotion is starting to flow. And why? Well, my great-grandfather migrated from here in 1912, and I tell you, I've got goosebumps because I've never been here before, and I'm about to step foot on this magnificent island. Great-grandfather Emmanuel Sophoulis made a crust diving for sponges in the deep sea. And he probably would have walked this port almost every day of his life. Wow, what a place, Pop. Now, these are the sponges that my great-grandfather used to dive for, and boy, they're fantastic. They're not like ours where they fray in 6 months. These actually last up to 5 years.
Here, if you're gonna do it properly.
Oh, OK. All right. Here we go. Oh. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. If there's one type of food I love to cook the most, it's seafood. And so did great-grandfather Sophoulis. Oh, have a look at this. On this island, you don't enter the raffle for a meat tray, you pick a number for a pair of crayfish. Well, I'm about to play some Greek bingo, because that's the only way I can get these little beauties, these lovely crayfish, for my dinner tonight. OK, I've got to pick out my own number. Number 7. Number 48. Oh, well, I'll have to think of something else for dinner tonight. Everyone's after the catch of the day.
Βγάζω τη τσεφία που φέρασε από την Κύπρο. Κάπου 200 κομμάτια.
200 κομμάτια. I've just been told there's about 200 pieces.
About 200 fish.
It's 200 fish. Swordfish has just been caught and they're unloading over the other dock, so let's go and have a look. Come here, bus. Oh, hello. How good's this? Righto, digger. Woo. Oh, now this is a chef's paradise. Straight off the boat and straight onto the barbecue. And this is what I really love to work with. Fresh fish, it's got to be the cockadoodle. There you go, boys. But for what I want to cook, I'll need tasty little Mediterranean fish. That'll fit right into my cooking pot. And I know just the man to see. Me old Aussie mate George, who now lives on the island next door, called Talendos. Ah, g'day, mate.
Welcome, Aristos Papandroulakis, mate. How are you?
There you go. I like to live by an old Greek proverb. If the pot boils, friendship lives. So, George, let's get cooking, baby. Mum says that I've got my great-grandfather's smile and his heart, but I reckon the best thing that he handed down to me was this recipe, called fish burdeto, or commonly known in this area as kakavia. Now, what we need is one big pot and some simple ingredients. We've got potatoes, carrots, celery. Oh, hang on, onions. George, where's the onions?
There you go, Aristos.
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, not bad. I've got something to do. I've got a surprise for you later. Catch you later, mate.
OK. surprise, that's supposed to be my job. All right, so now, nice and easy. What we do is we put in our chopped potatoes, which we chopped up roughly. We've got a little bit of celery, chop that up, in that goes, some carrots. Now, this recipe, this is a dish that the sponge divers and all fishermen would have really survived on. OK, now what they used to do is pick the best fish for themselves, and a nice assortment like here we've got some bream, we've got some threadfin, and a couple of fish which are only found in these parts of the world. So we just lay them in on top. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. There we go. Now, add a little bit of my old mate olive oil. As a matter of fact, we're going to add a lot of my old mate olive oil in over the top. And what we're going to add is a little bit of water. Now, not too much. What I like to do is half cover the vegetables. So you just roughly have a look at that. Yes. A little bit of my old mate Harold. That goes in. And a bit over there. A little bit of pepper. OK. Give it a little shake. Now, does this resemble a dish? Bouillabaisse, that's right. The French pinched it from the Greeks. All right, put the lid on, and we'll let that simmer for about 20 minutes. Then we give them the Aristos secret. Oh, now to finish this dish off, what we do is we add a little bit of lemon juice. This is something that the French didn't know about. Turn it off, give it a little shake, and let it sit for 10 minutes. And then it becomes a nice, thick soup. There we are. Ah, makes me want to dance. So that's the surprise George had organised. A traditional Greek dance. Socrates used to say every Greek man should be able to dance. I don't know about the able, but I'm willing. As for the fish soup, well, looks like it's fast disappearing. All that dancing's made me hungry again. Good thing Mum told me about a bloke called Michael, who's famous for his desserts.
Αριστό, έλα μέσα, έλα εδώ πέρα σε δούμε.
Top of his list is galetopouriko, a Greek-style custard slice made from semolina, syrup and eggs. Yum.
This galactopouriko.
The best?
The best for all world.
In the whole world?
Oh,
I tell you what, I reckon he's right. Ah, look at that.
Recipe. My grandfather.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ancient recipe. And if you folks at home are licking your lips, good news. His nephew has a pastry shop in Adelaide.
Okay, now you try.
Yes.
You see, is the best, yes or not?
Oh.
Now you tell me.
That is
Good?
absolutely
Another one.
magnificent.
Another one.
And if your nephew cooks as good as this,
No.
I'll be looking him up when I get back to Australia.
Yeah.
No more, Michael. I better save some room for the most famous olive in the world. That's after the break.
Hello, yeah, no.
There's a little bit of a traffic jam. Now, somehow, this traffic jam doesn't seem to bother me as much as the ones back in Athens. Must be all that fresh country air. La la. The Greek people have had a long love affair with their land. And why wouldn't they? What they can graze or grow directly influences the food they eat. A favourite dish in one town might be entirely different in the village next door. But it isn't just the locals who have a soft spot for the rolling hills here in the south of the country. To a chef like myself, the ground out here is sacred. Not only is it beautiful, but it is home to something that is very close to my heart. The most famous olive in the world, the Kalamata olive. Yeah, sure, mate. My old mate Sotiris has lived all his life among the olive groves in Kalamata, and he reckons the hot summers and winter rains are what makes the olives here so tasty. Not to mention his own special marinating technique.
Από τις καλαματιανές.
Okay. Now, these are his olives. He's marinated them for 8 weeks in the brine, taken them out, washed them, covered them with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of oregano. Let's test them. Meaty, juicy, fantastic.
Πάει καλύτερα.
Θα πάω. Telling me to eat more, I don't have a problem with that.
Μόνο το πιάτο να μου δώσεις.
As long as they give you the plate, but don't eat the plate, he said. Olives are nice on their own, especially if you drink as much ouzo as the Greeks do, but for us Aussies, we like a nice cold beer. So this recipe's for you. All right, I've got a little bit of me old mate, which I'm going to throw into the pan, or maybe a little bit more. And I've got some nice red onions, which I've chopped finely, and I'm going to bung them in there, and we're going to give them a little bit of a saute. Okay. Do the tango, a little bit of the Aristos tango there. Okay, now while they're sautéing, the second part to this recipe. I've got here the old hand blender. And on this tray, we've got, of course, some olives, some anchovies. We've got some capers, some fresh rosemary, which I just picked up out of the field, and I've got some olives here, which I've chopped. Now, this little tool is very, very handy in an area like this. All you do is you put the olive in, and out comes the seed. Fantastic. Okay, so in this goes the olives, which I've just chopped a little bit, handful of capers, and our anchovies. Lovely, lovely mix. All right, don't put any salt in there because there's plenty of salt in there. Now let's just mix that up together. Okay, all right, well that's blended together fantastic. Tell you what, this is better than an electric blender. Okay, all we do now is tip that in with our onions. Oh, lovely. There we go. Give it a good mix. And just blend them all together, the onions, the anchovies. Oh, terrific. A little bit of tango. There we go. And put it back on for a few seconds. Now, I'm just going to add a little bit of rosemary to that. You can use thyme if you don't like the strong flavour of the rosemary, but I love it. I reckon it's fantastic. There we are. Again, mix that. Now, today, I just went past the bakery and pinched a little bit of pastry. When I'm at home, what I normally do is use puff pastry. You get the big square sheets, a little bit of oil on a baking tray, whack the sheets on, and you're in business. All right, that's mixed together enough now. So all we do is tip that onto our pastry. All right, we'll smooth that around. Oh, that peace and quiet. Oh, how good is it? All right, there we go. Beautiful. All we need now is an oven. There you go, just bung it in the original burner. 20 minutes at 180 degrees, or in my case, a couple of pine cones and a few logs is all you need to bake the tart while the beer is chilling. And while I'm here, I might just work on my olive complexion. Now, I couldn't come all the way to Kalamata without paying my respects to this old dear. Well, this is it. The mother of all Kalamata olive trees. She's 850 years old and she's produced 500,000 kilos of olives herself. That's incredible. Keep up the good work, old girl. Greek men. Not everyone's an Adonis, but when you're walking the streets of Greece, you'll find there's certainly no shortage of them. Especially in the ouzaris and the coffee bars or cafeneons. This is called the Kalamata drive-through. Here we go. He's just ordered an ouzo drive-through. I've got to say that the measure isn't too bad either. In the cafeneon, women are welcome, but most choose not to go. 20 years he hasn't had a beer for. He drinks ouzo every lunchtime and wine at night. And in every little Greek town you pass through, the square is a male domain, the centre of all social activity. It's the women who keep the Greek household together, but it's the men who keep the bars and coffee shops in business. That doesn't mean the blokes don't carry their weight. Oh, no, no, no. On my way down the Peloponnese coast, I found Panagiotis working away on the hillside. Yes. Have a look at this. The original way of making cheese. Now here we've got, αυτό είναι από κατσίκα.
Από κατσίκα, ναι.
Okay, this is goat's milk, and it's being boiled, and he's added a couple of little secret things that he won't tell me, and it's going to turn into ricotta.
Αυτό πρώτα είχα γκάζι.
He used to have a gas stove, and now he's gone back to the traditional way with using a wood fire because he reckons it makes better cheese. Panagiotis gets two products out of the one pot. First of all, the hard cheese, then the ricotta is skimmed off the top. Well, over here, we've got the first bit of cheese. And what happens is he hangs it for 2 months before it's edible because they have to do tests. Oh, look, this is all warm. It's unbelievable. We have to wait for the hard cheese, but the ricotta's ready for feasting. Now I know why it's called cheesecloth. It's been cooked at a temperature, at boiling point, which means all the bacteria has been cooked out of it, so it can be eaten at any time. So I might just try a little bit now myself. Oh, that is really, really good. I hope he's not watching. I'm gonna have another kilo. Oh, it's hot. It's magnificent. Oh. I'd tell him it's the cockadoodle, but I don't know whether he'd understand it. With a belly full of ricotta, I was back on the road again. But not for too long. Have a look at this. You can buy just about anything here on the side of the road. My God. Looks like we've got some bees. Let's go and have a look. Γεια σου, τι κάνεις?
Καλώς τα παιδιά.
Τι έχουμε εδώ, μέλι?
Μελάκι πολύ ωραίο, μανιάτικο.
Μανιάτικο. Για να δοκιμάσω.
Από θυμάρι και όλο αγριολούλουδα.
Oh, this is fantastic. He flavours this honey with wildflowers and thyme. Stelios may work among the wildflowers, but his job's no bed of roses. I reckon he deserves danger money for what he does. That smoke now is calming them down. No, they miss. Yeah, it's just calming the bees down. And then what'll happen is he'll open her up. Sika, steady, steady. Okay, he just said, don't get too close, otherwise I'll eat you alive. Πόσο μέλι φτιάχνεις, βγάζεις? He doesn't make a lot of honey, but what he does make is A grade.
Είναι μία σε όλο το κουτί.
There's only one queen bee in each box.
Κάθε κουτί είναι μία.
Now, here she is. We found her. Oh, we found her.
Η βασίλισσα.
There she is. See her in there?
Τι γεννάει
See the real
μόνο
big one?
μέσα.
There she goes, look. And I think they're getting a little bit angry. Put some smoke on. We need some smoke. We need a bit of smoke here because we're starting to fight. Για φέρε λίγο. Φύγε.
Φύγε πιο μακρύτερα.
I just get a bit of smoke action because... beautiful. That's better. That's right. Yeah, what do you think? I'm scared of bees or something? Now this is a little more relaxing. Spectacular Santorini. As Greek islands go, I reckon it's the dessert in a delicious smorgasbord. And all those sugar cube-shaped houses, well, they sit on top of 350 steps. You didn't think I was going to walk, did you? 350 steps? I need to save my energy for the people of Santorini because today I'm going to introduce them to Surprise Chef. Now, get a move on, would you? Otherwise, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put you in a moderate oven. I'm going to bake you for about 45 minutes. A little bit of paper, some oregano. It's going to be fantastic. Is Santorini the coup de grace or what? Beautiful, blue, peaceful, serene. But look out, because I'm about to shatter all that and pull on my Surprise Chef routine. Now, you know the rules, but do they? Oiki! Kalasha. Cat's lost its tongue. It's all Greek to them, but come on, folks. All I want to do is cook up a meal using the ingredients I find in your trolley or at home in your fridge and pantry. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, speaks English. How are you? Do you know that the average Greek person consumes 22 litres of olive oil a year? Can I have a straw, please? We've got some nice okra. We've got yoghurt. Can I have a little look through your shopping?
Yeah, sure.
OK, what have we got here? Now, chirino, pork. Beautiful. Sardines and ouzo. Why wouldn't they? Oh, and look at these Santorini tomatoes. They say that they're the juiciest, sweetest, most best flavoured tomatoes in the world. They're right. I tell you what.
What?
I'm the surprise chef.
Okay.
What about I take the butter, the pork, and these tomatoes and come back to your place and cook up something special.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay.
OK, let's go. Well, wasn't I lucky I met Helen? Turns out she has one of those little sugar-cubed houses I love so much. Oh, coup de grace.
Well, Aristos, this is my kitchen.
Thank you very much. OK, now there's the fridge. Where's the pantry?
There it is. Do your best.
OK, all right, well, let's have a look. Well, it's a little bit small, but I can see me old mate. Ha ha, olive oil. We've got some pepper. What's this at the back here? Vinegar? No, thank you. We've got some pasta, no. Paprika, yes. A little bit of Harold. Very good. OK, now to the fridge. Oh, geez, she's a bit small. Oh, Aristos, you're going to have your work cut out for you today, son. Now, look at this. We've got some feta. Now, that's Dodonis feta. We get that in Australia. Fantastic, we use that. We've got some leftover pasta. That'll be the grouse. And a little bit of last week's ham. I think we'll just leave that there, thank you. Now, down here, we've got some veggies. We've got a few zucchinis. We've got a little bit of eggplant. Who's that? Oh, I know who that is. Hold your horses, mate. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Have a look at this. Γεια σας. Εντάξει, λίγο bit of fennel here, lemon. Ορίστε.
Υπάρχει καμιά μπανάνα.
Και μια μπανάνα. Εντάξει, ευχαριστώ. Γεια σας. Now I've got everything that I need. But hang on a minute. That's not a kitchen. Now this is a kitchen. Ha! Aristos, you've done it again, boy. All right, let's get cracking, kick it up a few notches. Now over here, I'm going to add a little bit of my old mate into the frying pan. Add plenty of it, don't be shy. There we go. Add some onions and some garlic, and we're just going to slowly start to saute that up a bit. Now we'll just kick up the burner a little bit. Now over here, I've got some eggplant and some zucchini. I'm going to tip that in there with the onions, and we're going to let that saute for a while until they get nice and soft and those flavours blend together. All right, we'll let that saute for a bit. Now, you can't come to Greece and not cook souvlaki. So what I thought I'd do with the challenge ingredient is turn them into the best souvlaki you've ever tasted in the world. And I tell you what, you can do this at home on just a normal Aussie barbecue. OK, let's marinate them up. Some paprika. Don't be shy with the paprika. Then some oregano. Where would a souvlaki be without oregano? On the top. And I've got a little trick which I like to do, is I like to sprinkle them with onions. Nice, finely chopped. Plenty of me old mate olive oil. And now the longer you leave these marinate, the better flavours you'll get through the meat. Now, we don't have that much time, so I'm going to let them sit there for a short second. And we're going to give them a little bit of Harold. Za, baby. Some pepper, and away we go. All right, now, this is a traditional Greek barbecue. It's done with coals, hot coals on the bottom. And all we're going to do now is place on our kebabs. Ah, that smell is fantastic. It's made the cruise ship change its course. All right, now back over here, we've got our vegetable sautéing. I'm going to add these beautiful rich tomatoes. And what I've done is I've just grated them on a little cheese grater, and I've got this beautiful puree. In that goes. Now, a little secret trick that my mother taught me. Add a little bit of cinnamon. Now, how much do we put in? No much. OK, now a little bit of feta cheese in there. This will blend it all together, and it gives it a little bit of salt and just gives it that little bit extra flavour. Oh, I better turn these over. Alrighty. Oh, gee, they smell fantastic. OK, now, I want a bit more heat, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over. That goes there. Put that one there. Righto. Now let's just get that sizzling up. Now, to accompany this, I thought the leftover pasta that I found in the fridge, what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of butter to the pan, some fennel. Oh, look at that. And then all we do is just add our pasta. Give it a good mix so all those flavours blend through. Ah, look at that. OK, now the Aristos Tango. Ho-ho, whooshka! Put them back on the fire and we're just about ready to serve up. Oh, couple of plates. Ah, there we go. Now there's a couple of kebabs there. I'll whack them on the burner. They'll be for seconds. Lovely. All right. Now this is mixed lovely. You don't want to overcook this vegetable dish because otherwise it'll become all mushy. All right. Now a little bit of vegetable. And a bit more for... Oh, I think Helen will love these. There we are. Pasta. I'll tell you what, with a bit of cheese, this pasta's great on its own as well. There we go. And a couple of kebabs there. Oh, boy. Little lemon. Helen, come on. Well, we came, we saw, we cooked, and even in Greece, you can't beat a barbie. What do you think, Helen?
Aristos, this is the grass.
Thought you might say that. If you like what I can whip up for strangers, you're gonna love the feast I've got planned for the family. That's next. I've met a whole bunch of amazing characters on my food journey around Greece, but there's nothing like family to inspire a creative frenzy in the kitchen. And that's why I've come to Crete, the island where my dear old dad grew up. Grigori! My cousin Gregory is in on my plan to hold a huge family feast, as well as a surprise guest for the rallies. More on that later. So how's all the family?
The kids are very good. The small one, the baby,
Yeah?
is grown up every day.
Oh, fantastic. And I can't wait. We're going to have some good food, plenty of reiki.
Yes, of course.
It's going to be a good surprise, huh?
I think so.
Beautiful. With so much to prepare, I quickly sent Gregory off with a grocery list, while I went in search of a few local specialities, like fresh seafood. And I know just the men who can help me. Hey, παιδιά, τι γίνεται? Κωστή. Φώτη, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Γεια σου. Τι κάνετε, παιδιά, καλά είστε? Όλα καλά. My brother's good, my father's good. This is a good friend of my father's. They went to school together, they grew up together, and this is the place where it all happened. Now, what have we got? Τι έχουμε καλό? While Footy showed off his seafood, George had something else he wanted me to see. Ah, that's my father. Have a look at that. They got a photo of him up here on the wall.
Γεια σου Γιώργο μου, φίλε μου, μεγάλε φίλε μου. Γεια σου.
He's just saying hello to my dad back in Australia. Heartwarming stuff. The boys waved me off with a big bag of octopus, then I headed for the hills to find a little family feast aperitif. I reckon there are two telltale signs that you're on Crete. One, the hills are dotted with locals gathering wild herbs for their cooking. And two, everyone's drinking a fiery spirit made from local black grapes called raki. Vasily has been making his own for 50 years. This is going to tell us what percentage of alcohol it's got in it. 78%. All right, για να δοκιμάσουμε. We'll have a little taste. Oh, yes. Oh, this will put hairs on your chest. Γεια μας, να είστε καλά. Oh, that's strong, all right. And Vasilis wouldn't let me leave without one or two bottles of his top shelf stuff. Huh, or maybe 3 or 4. Κύριε Βασίλη, ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ, να είστε καλά. Yeah, it's for the cooking. After watching me eat my way through this beautiful country, you probably want to ask me the question, Aristos, what do I order first Because it all looks so good. Well, I've got the answer for you. Here, what we do when we're having a family feast, we order mezzethas, and that means you get to try a bit of everything. So today, I'm going to make some octopus stifado, some tzatziki, and we're going to fry a few prawns. Let's fire up! Over here, I've got my old mate in the pan with some onions and garlic, sautéing nicely, and I'm going to add my octopus. What I've done is I've chopped it up into bite-sized pieces, and I've put it in a strainer and salted it a little bit, just gives it that little bit extra flavour. Now, bung it into the burner, and let's crank her up. Righto, full bore. Give it a little stir. After sautéing a little bit, the octopus will release its own juices, and I tell you what, it really gives this dish a unique flavour. All right, well, let's leave that on there now. Tzatziki, probably one of the best-known Greek dips in the world, and the easiest to make. Got my yoghurt. Here, I've grated up some cucumber. I've taken the seeds out first, and I let it strain a little bit just to get rid of that excess fluid, because we don't want it too runny. In that goes a couple of cloves of garlic, which we've just crushed. In a little splash of my old mate. And, of course, you've got to add a little touch of Harold. There we are, can't be too careful. And just mix that through. Oh. This is great with souvlaki or even a little bit of fried zucchini. Schmick. OK, now let's just serve that. A couple of little plates. There we go. All right, that's two ready. Now, let's get back to our octopus. Slowly, slowly, it's starting to brown, so that's going to need a little bit longer before we add our next ingredients. Now for my third dish, the prawns. What I've done here is I've removed the heads and I've left the shell on. Now, you might be saying to yourself, what's he doing that for? Well, I tell you what, once I fry these up, they're going to be as sweet as candy. Now, all we do is we throw them into self-raising flour, give it a good mix. Now, remember, whenever you're cooking seafood, always self-raising flour. Now, let's check to see if our oil's nice and hot. So what we do is just drop a little bit of liquid. Whoa, she's hot. And as you can see, it's smoking. Now, we'll just strain these a little bit. And it's straight into the oil. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, you can really smell the ocean. OK, they go over there. Now, let's have a look. Oh, look at this. See how the juices come out of the octopus, and there's a lot of fluid in this pot now. So now we're ready for our next ingredient. Right, a bit of tango. Oh, I tell you what, I'm a little bit UEP, under extreme pressure, because the family's about to arrive and we better get a move on. OK, this is ready for our next ingredient, which is the beautiful, rich mother sauce. And all I've done is the whole peeled tomatoes. I've cooked them with some basil, a little bit of garlic, cooked it for 20 minutes and put it through a moolie or a blender. You can use that. So now in we go. Oh. Ah, put it all in. Whooshka. OK. All right, turn that up full bore. Now, finish off with the ingredients. Here I've got some bay leaves, cinnamon stick and some black peppercorns. In they go, whooshka. OK, now our prawns are ready. But the finishing touch, a little bit of Harold. And what makes this dish unique, the Aristos touch. A little bit of raki. Whooshka. Ha ha, and Spiro's your uncle. All right, let's serve these up. Oh, that raki just gives it that beautiful flavour. Now, at home, if you don't have raki, a little bit of cognac will be just fine. I'll tell you what we better do. I think we better try one. Oh, died and gone to heaven. Let's fire up, come on. Look at this. Everything's going along perfectly, but we better get a move on. So now I'm going to add a glass of red wine and half a glass of vinegar, brown malt vinegar. There we go. Mix it up. Now, the final touches. I've peeled some pickling onions, and we're just going to scatter them in there. And when the onions are cooked, that's when the whole dish is ready. So it's going to take about 40 minutes. We're going to turn it down. There we go. Hot. Oh, look at this. Aristos, I think you've done it again, son. OK, now let's just turn that down. We'll add a little bit of Harold. There we go. A little bit of pepper. Just a little bit, because we did put the peppercorns in. Mix it up again. Beautiful. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put the lid on this. That's it. Right, well, I better get upstairs, get the table ready, because they're not far away now. I hope I look respectable, because here comes a family. My dad's sister Marika. My uncle Manolis. Gregory. My cousins George and Ani. My nieces and nephews. Opa! I haven't seen this little fella before. Ah, family reunions. They really get this Greek boy blubbering, don't they? Opa! But there's nothing like a good feed to get the smile back on my face. Yep, now I'm home. Pasca, nasa kala. Now hold on to your forks, everyone. There's one more guest that hasn't arrived. Yep, dear old Dad. I told you already he hasn't been well, so he sent me over with a little video message for the family.
Μαρίκα, τι κάνεις, είσαι καλά? Εμείς εδώ τα ίδια, όλοι καλά. Πώς πάνε τα παιδιά σου, όλοι καλά? Ο Αρίστος ήρθε να σας δει. Να τον επεριποιηθείς. Είναι καλό κοπέλι. Χαιρετισμού να δώσεις σε όλους τους συγγενείς και φίλους. Ακούς Μαριό? Άντε, γεια σου παιδί μου. Ήθελα να έρθω αλλά δεν μπορώ. Καλή αντάμωση.
Well, now I'm really losing the plot. But it looks like the surprise is on me. The old man didn't let on, but he also had a few words for yours truly.
Aristos, thanks very much to go and see my family and my sister. I'm very proud of you, son.
Proud of me? Dad, I'm the proud one. It was the old man's idea for me to come to Greece in the first place. And what a journey it's been. I learnt the secrets of a great galitobouriko, tasted ricotta straight from the hot pot, whipped up a souvlaki in Santorini. Now this is a kitchen, and went to the source of the most famous olive in the world, the Kalamata olive. Meaty, juicy, fantastic. You know what? Greece really is the grouse. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this wonderful journey. I hope you've had a good time, because I tell you what, I've had a ball. But for me, this is ecstasy. This is the coup de grace, the best. Family, friends, good food, good wine. And until next time, καλή όρεξη. Γεια σας, γεια μας.